The most unpredictable tournament has just started, and in the first game alone, El Capo scored a bicycle kick. Bro, there is no need to be scoring goal of the tournament contenders in the first game. What is this? There's no need. Batindaka almost broke his neck and died after scoring in 90th minute equalizer. And bro, you're 27 years old. There is no need to be attempting to break downs like Mbappe. There is no need. Mohamed Salah is still scoring goals for Egypt. Nicolas Jackson had brace against Botswana, and Ademola Lookman banger against Tanzania. Lookman reloads at the top and said, "Look man, that boy is going in. Look man, my war plays elite." Equatorial Guinea took the lead in the 85th minute, and in the 95th minute, Minungu equalized for Burkina Faso. And then in the 98th minute, Edmond tapped over, heads eating to complete the comeback. And Diallo's lone goal sealed the win for the Ivory Coast. And Mbumo's assist to Eta Young sealed the goal for Cameroon. Amada and Mbumo really cooking right now in AFCON, and that concludes AFCON match day 1. So please like, subscribe. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and pray for Nigeria to win AFCON. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, AFCON match day 2 just went by, and let's get into it. First of all, we had Egypt versus South Africa, and surprisingly, throughout almost the entire game, Egypt were dominating, having chance after chance after chance after chance. Mamouche ended up missing this free kick, but then a penalty was called after Salah were flying down in the box. And why is bro touching him in the face, man? No. And then Mohamed Salah, of course, scored a penalty, and then a red card was offered to Egypt because of this diabolical tackle. And then in the second half, South Africa were cooking, but it was the same thing over and over again. Shenawi from Egypt was saving everything. There was no way South Africa was scoring with him in goal. He was denying every single chance until the 94th minute, where South Africa was given a penalty for this challenge, but the referee would deny it. The rest of the games that happened in match day 2 were boring. Like, this is like the most boring match day ever. Next game was Mali versus Morocco, and Kylian Mbappe was there. Anyways, in the first half, Morocco were given a penalty after the Mali player handled the ball to stop Brahim Diaz, and Brahim Diaz dispatched the penalty very, very well. In the second half, Mali will be on their way, and they were given a penalty after this diabolical challenge. And then Sinayoko scores to give Mali the equalizer. And bro, what was Bono doing? Bono should be saving that. Anyways, Mali almost conceded an own goal at the ending. Bro knew he was saved by his goal. The next match was Senegal versus DR Congo, and early in the first half, DR Congo would take the lead, but it was called offside, and yeah, the first half was so boring. Anyways, we go to the second half, and DR Congo would take the lead until Sadio Mane would equalize, and yeah, that was the entire game. Now we go to Nigeria versus Tunisia, where Victor Osimhen opened up the scoring at the end of the first half after 2 offside disallowed goals, and then Wilfred Ndidi will make it 2-0 to Nigeria. What a beautiful celebration. And then Ademola Lookman will finish Tunisia to make it 3-0. This is 2 goals, 2 assists in 2 games. But in classic Nigeria fashion, we never made things easy for us, as Tunisia equalized shortly after, and a stupid penalty was given to Tunisia, and they made it 3-2. Hey, but don't be scared, that's how the game ends. Now we got Mozambique versus Gabon, and then Mozambique would take the lead early on against Gabon from a corner. Wow. And then a penalty was given to Mozambique after a Gabon player fouled Jenny Katamu. And then Jenny will score to make it 2-0 to Mozambique, but Aubameyang will equalize right before halftime. But immediately the second half began, Mozambique would take the lead, making it 3-1. And then a corner in the 70th minute to make sure that Gabon would score another goal, but it was not enough. Now let's go to the final game, which is Ivory Coast versus Cameroon. Mbappe, Koundé and Tchouaméni were there. And this game, in the second half, started Amad Diallo scoring a banger to give Ivory Coast the lead. But Chamedou's deflected shot to equalize the game 5 minutes after. And that is AFCON Day 2. So what do you think of the African Cup of Nations so far? Is your national team still in it? I know mine is. Has your national team qualified for the next stages? I know mine has. And yeah, drop your opinions down below in the comments. So please like, subscribe. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Pray for Nigeria to win AFCON. And have a wonderful day. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, our AFCON match day 3 just went by. Let's get to the games. First, Zimbabwe versus South Africa. And in the 7th minute, a pass by Lafosa will be shot to Moremi as he scores to put South Africa 1-0 up. And then this Zimbabwe player dribbled past the whole team in the 90th minute to equalize the game for them. Then, in the second half, Lafosa would chip the ball over the goalkeeper to make it 2-1. But that would not be enough, as Zimbabwe would equalize the game due to an own goal. It was a penalty we sent South Africa through. Angola vs Egypt was a ball draw. However, Egypt and South Africa go to the round of 16. Now let's go to Morocco vs Zambia. And in the 7th minute, El Kabi will head it in to make it 1-0 to Morocco. In the 27th minute, Brahim Diaz will make it 2-0 to Morocco. And in the 50th minute, El Kabi will score a bicycle kick to make it 3-0 to Morocco. Comoros vs Zambia was a ball draw, which means Morocco and Mali go to the round of 16. Now let's talk about Nigeria versus Uganda. And in the 28th minute, Paul Onuachu will score to make it 1-0 to Niger. But a red card will be given to Magula in the 56th minute. And this was the first game that there were 3 goalkeepers in one game for Uganda. And then a beautiful pass to Onyedika makes it 2-0 to Nigeria. And then after Chukwueze's amazing run, he passes it straight to Onyedika to make it 3-0 to Nigeria. But yeah, this happened. Anyway, Tanzania vs Tunisia was 1-1, which meant that Nigeria, Tunisia and Tanzania go through due to the third place rule. Now let's go to Botswana vs DR Congo. In the 31st minute, DR Congo will take the lead due to Umbuku. In the 41st minute, Kakuta will score a penalty. And in the 60th minute, Kakuta will score again to guarantee a 3-0 win for DR Congo. Let's go to Senegal versus Benin. In the 38th minute, Sek will score for Senegal. In the 68th minute, Mane will pull the ball for Diallo to make it 2-0. And then a red card was given to Koulibaly, which means he'll miss Senegal's round of 16 game. But that didn't seem to hurt Senegal this game, as that Senegal, DR Congo and Benin go to the round of 16. Let's go to Equatorial Guinea vs Algeria. In the 19th minute, Zidane Zinedine Belaid will score for Algeria. Fares Chaibi will get the ball and shoot to make it 2-0 to Algeria in the 25th minute. In the 42nd minute, Ibrahim Maza will score his second goal of the AFCON competition so far, Algeria's youngest goal scorer. But the clean sheet will not be kept by Algeria due to this amazing strike by Emilio Ntoué. And let's go to Sudan versus Burkina Faso. And Burkina Faso basically dominated the entire game by this goal right here by Traore. And they will score again to make it 2-0, which means Algeria, Burkina Faso and Sudan go through due to the third place rule. Now let's go to Mozambique versus Cameroon. Surprisingly, Mozambique will start the scoring due to Jenny Katamo, making it 1-0 to Mozambique. But that won't seem to mean anything though, because Cameroon equalized shortly after due to this controversial own goal. Then this amazing strike from Christian Koffin sealed the win for Cameroon. Now let's go to Gabon vs Ivory Coast, and this match was amazing. Gabon, who needed to win this game to have a chance of going through, would take the lead early on against the Ivory Coast. They won't stop there, as they were still wanted revenge after Ivory Coast winning their World Cup qualification chances, and Bouanga will score to make it 2-0 to Gabon. The Ivory Coast were not ready for this, but right before halftime, Ivory Coast will make it 2-1, giving them a chance to come back. Towards the end of the game, Gabon would capitulate as Ivory Coast would score again to equalize it. And in probably the last kick of the game, the Ivory Coast win the match and Gabon are out. Gabon have underperformed. Anyways, Ivory Coast, Cameroon and Mozambique make it to the round of 16. With that, we have the round of 16 matches with Mali vs Tunisia, Senegal vs Sudan, Egypt vs Benin, Ivory Coast vs Burkina Faso, Algeria vs DR Congo, Nigeria vs Mozambique, Cameroon vs South Africa, Morocco vs Tanzania. So that is basically AFCON group stage completed. Is your country still in AFCON? Are you enjoying AFCON so far? Drop all your thoughts down below in the comments, and please like, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.